Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mimi. If you're new here, this is Mimi React. On this channel, we react to TV shows, pop culture news, and all the things. So we're back with another Love is Blind reaction. This is the finale and reunion reaction. We're going to get right into it because I don't want this video to be too long. But y'all, I could have sworn Sarah and Ben were going to get married and Joey and Monica was going to get married. So let's start with Sarah and Ben. I was so shocked. Mind you, there were spoilers on TikTok that says that only one couple was going to get married, but I didn't really want to believe the rumors that only one couple was going to get married. But this was the most unpredictable review finale ever. So Sarah didn't seem like. Yes, I knew, like, I remember saying in my last reaction video that I think even if they get married, her and Ben were not going to last because of his biblical perspective, his church, he had come from this strong Christian background. And I didn't think it was going to last because the way, like, her views as far as the LGBT community and his beliefs as far as, you know, he's a devoted Christian, come from this devoted Christian family background. And I didn't think it was going to last because I said, even if they do get married, his family might look at her sister a little different. So I personally didn't think they were going to last, but I was for sure they were going to get married. They were going to say yes because these two look like they were so sure about each other. Like Ben said that he feel as though people can look past the core values, the differences in their core values and get married. So like, I thought they were going to get married, but her saying no to him, it was a shocker to me. A lot of people were saying it's not a shocker to them, but to me personally, it was a shocker because she seems like she was so into him. Even the whole Black Lives Matter thing, all that whole conversation in the pods, she said, oh, she just was not sure if they were really on board. But after the pods, she said his view did not change on how he feels about the LGBTQ, the equality, human rights and all of that. He didn't seem like he was interested in having those conversations. If that was the case, then why didn't you break it off with him before the altar? Unless this is like production's doing, maybe they told her to just drag it on until the altar and said no. Maybe that's what I'm assuming, because I'm just like, why would you drag this man just to go to the altar and say no? Like, I don't understand. Even came to his church. You made it very clear that you were not interested in going to church every Sunday. He still said, oh, he still want to get married, just to go to the altar and say no. I was just so confused about that. But hey, it is what it is, and we're going to move on. Let's get to Joey and Monica. Yo, this is the first time ever I've seen somebody skateboard to the wedding, to the altar. Like, Joey, what was that about? Like, I was like, okay, that's how they do it. I know white people are different, but this was different to me. I've never seen something like this. I was like, okay. But Joey just had this bubbly personality, and I was a little shocked about Monica too, because I'm like, Monica didn't seem like she had an issue with his personality, because she did brought that up in the reunion, how he was always laughing about things, even when she tried to have serious conversation. Maybe she did, we didn't see that, but it seems like she was laughing along with him. She was having fun with him. That's why I was like so surprised. I'm like, they seem like they were the least couple to say no. I thought they were going to say yes, because even the way he handled that whole situation with her sister not accepting him and all of that, I just thought it was so like, it was just so mature of him, the way he handled it. Just for her to go to the altar and say no, and then she said that it was because he's not affectionate enough for her. He was not lovey-dovey all on her. He didn't say I love you, and he said she didn't say I love you either. So it seems like she had an issue with that the whole time, and she did not address it. The only time she addressed it was like the episode right before the reunion, and that conversation seemed like it went well, because he did say, after she pointed out to him that he was not affectionate enough for her, he did say that he was going to work on it. And I just was like, I was just so blindsided. All of these women that said no I was just so blindsided by all of them. Every single one of them. I was just like, why didn't we see that? Unless maybe, like I said, maybe production didn't show us the entire thing, because there was not one part where she said, oh, this is going to be a red flag for me. And I don't even think that's a red flag. There are some people that are naturally not affectionate. They have to learn. They have to learn in a relationship. You got to teach them. Not like teach them as in, okay, I'm going to teach you this is how you're going to do it. But then you got to like affirm them. Like, this is what I like. So like point it out to him. Like, I like when you do this. I like when you do that. So he can be conscious of those things and try to do. Yo, I just was like, really? And I don't know. But he did say that the reason why is because in the reunion, he did say one of the main red flag for him was her sister not accepting him. And I do understand that part. We didn't see like the entire exchange between the sister and him or the family or all of that. We just see like a snippet of the conversation she had with Monica, but we don't know how that went. But it seemed like maybe that would have been an issue for him, not feeling accepted, getting married to her long term, knowing that her sister did not fully accept him at first. Maybe that, I don't know, but I just was so like surprised. And then let's talk about Devin and Virginia. I was just so shocked because I could have sworn these two were going to say yes, because they even had a conversation right before the wedding day where I don't remember if it was Devin or Virginia. One of them asked the other person, is there any reservation that you have before the wedding day? And they both said they feel comfortable saying yes. And then go to the altar and Virginia said no. And I'm just like, and then the first thing that came out of her mouth is she said that she wasn't ready. And I'm just like, she said that she seems, this whole experience seems too quick. But girl, you knew how long it takes to get to the wedding. You knew how, you knew what the experiment is all about. You meet somebody, you get married to them in 6 weeks. What do you mean you're not ready? Like, and then and then she said that she had an issue with his core values and hers. And I'm just like, baby, we all saw that through the screen way before the wedding day. And it seems like it was fine with her. Even way before she served him the prenup document, she knew his core values. She knew where he stood. This man says, him and his family, they vote conservative. They vote based on their biblical principles and beliefs of the Bible. Meaning, this man is not a fan of LGBT community because the Bible preaches man and a woman coming together. Girl, we knew that. Even with the whole Britney situation, we all knew where he stands when it comes to you guys' core values. Even the whole abortion situation, he said that he feels as though a man should also have a say in when it comes to having an abortion. So like her bringing that up in the reunion, it was not a surprise to us. Like, we knew his core values, and she did not even give us a hint of that being an issue for her. She was just smiling, having this baby voice the entire season. Like, literally, I was even saying that I feel like I'm not really 100% confident about them because we haven't seen them had any tough conversation, any disagreement. So I said I wasn't sure how these two were going to play out in the real world if they do get married. Came to find out at the reunion, oh my God, Virginia had this energy. I don't know where it came from. This woman was a total different person that we seen at the reunion. Like, she was this sweet girl with the baby voice. And at the reunion, she just had this energy for him. She said that he ghosted her. He was not picking up her phone call. And I'm just like, baby, you left this man at the altar. What do you want to talk to him about after that? Let's be honest. Put yourself in his shoes. You left him at the altar. You let him through. Don't get me wrong. Her reason for not saying yes to him are very valid. They are valid. She had valid reason to say no. But my thing is, why drag the conversations, all these episodes, just to say no at the altar when she could have broke it off a long time? And people are saying, I saw people in the comments were saying, oh, these people are on contract. They have to make it to the altar. How come Dave was able to break his contract with Lauren? Because he wasn't into her. And I'm just like, is this like production's doing? They were just trying to give us a storyline out of these people, because it makes no sense. I'm just like, even when he gave her the gift, the jersey, like the custom made jersey, the basketball, like it just seems so sweet. Like this guy, don't get me wrong, a lot of people are calling this guy a brokey on social media. People are calling him all these names. First off, we don't even know if this guy is brokey. This guy is a director of a program. Directors make good money. Let's be honest. She probably make way more than him because, you know, she's in the medical field. But at the end of the day, I don't think he's a brokey. And even if he is a brokey, like, he was fine signing a prenup. He was okay with that. He was okay with the prenup. He took the prenup to his family lawyer, took it to his parents. They looked through the whole document. And I'm just like, if that's how you felt the entire time, that y'all did not align because of your core values, why did you wait till the altar? Why? Because everything she pointed out, we knew that about him already. His core values and hers did not align. We knew that. We saw that through the screen. And I'm just like, girl, Virginia. And for her to be like 6 years older than him, I would think she would be the mature one out of the situation. Even at the reunion, the way she was coming at him, he was just so like respectful. He did not say anything rude or disrespectful to her. He just was like, yeah, I stopped responding to your message because there was nothing else to talk about. He said the first conversation they had went just like we were seeing on the TV, with her tone, her energy. And honestly, I'm happy that he did not marry her, because it feels like she would, if they would have gotten married. That's why you got to be careful of quiet people, because I was a fan of Virginia. If you watch my other reaction videos, I spoke highly of her. I loved her. I loved them together. But the energy she was coming with at that reunion for him, it was just unnecessary. It was unnecessary. Now, let's get to Taylor and Danielle. Daniel. Why did I say Danielle? Daniel and Taylor. They were obviously the only couple that got married. And I did said I feel like they would get married because of their strong family background, their strong family value. They both come from, a two-parent household where both of their parents have been married over 30 plus years, and both of their parents meeting together, they both said they do not believe in divorce. If their kids get into this is forever. And they both had such strong support from both sides of the family, so I know they were going to work. And after seeing them at the reunion, I definitely think they're going to work, because they do have that support, strong family support from both sides. Let's get to the reunion. I just did not like how they started off the reunion asking Taylor and Daniel about their marriage and all of that, because I feel like they're the only couple that got married. They're the it show, right? They should have saved them for last. But Vanessa and Nick, I don't know what it is about them. Like, I don't know. I just did not like that at all. But anyways, they're still married. They bought their first house together, which I am so extremely proud of them. You could just tell those two love each other, and they were thinking long term when they came on the show. And they got married and spent Christmas together with their families, and they're doing pretty well. And I just love that about them. They look so stunning together, and I wish them nothing but the best. So I also want to talk a little bit about Ben and Sarah. Ben and Sarah, when she said no at the altar, I thought that would have been it. But apparently she tried to get back with him. She tried to get back with him because she's a travel nurse, and he traveled with her at, I forgot the city, and she was hoping to I guess get back with him, and it just did not work out because he said he thought they were done. But I'm just like, girl, you were just doing any and everything to get, I don't know, she was doing any and everything to keep this man, but then you didn't want to be with the man. I was just so confused. Because he said, when he asked her at the altar, when she said no, he asked her, do you still want to be together after, despite all of this, she was like, she gonna think about it. And then she laughed. And I'm just like, well, it seems like she was the one that was trying to get back with him. But then it's like, I don't know, the energy that she had towards him too on the reunion, I just was not a fan of it. These women came at these men. It was just not cute. The way they came at them was not cute. Let's talk about Monica too. The way Monica also came at Joey, I just was like, were we watching the same thing? Like production, y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better, because we are just so surprised. These women are going in on these men, but we're not seeing what they're talking about. Because the way Monica made it seem, she made it seem like Joey was just horrible person. Don't get me wrong. That whole DM situation with Madison, that one, she has all the right to be upset, because if I'm engaged to you, why are you DMing a girl that you also had a connection with but didn't work out? Why are you doing that? But just to go off on him just because he never said I love you first, which she never did, and because he wasn't affectionate, I just was like, no, girl. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's okay for people to not work it out and still be on good terms. And it seems like none of these people were on good terms with each other. None of the people that didn't work out were in good terms, except for, of course, Mason and Meg. By the way, Mason and Meg, they're so cute. I love how Meg was just defending him when Madison was coming at him. And Madison, girl, I think she should have just kept it cute, collective, and keep moving, because the way it was just a tit for tat. Everybody was trying to defend themselves. She was coming at Mason. She was coming at Alex, and they were coming at her. That whole situation was just a hot mess that we did not need to see. I feel like he already made his decision. He already picked Meg at the end. By the way, Meg looked so good. That blue dress she was wearing, it was eating up. She looked really good. But you know what I'm really upset about? Like, what's the name? Nick and Vanessa Lachey, whatever their last name is. I feel like these people do not really address what the viewers really want them to address. All the allegations about Alex, we did not get to see none of that. Why didn't y'all ask him? Why didn't y'all ask him about that? But then they were grilling Dave. They were grilling Dave so much about Lauren. But then even Nick tried to defend Lauren's situation, saying that he don't think it's a bad thing for her to be with someone right before coming on the show. But then y'all didn't give Alex that same energy. Alex was getting all these allegations. All these people were coming out allegedly accusing him of something so serious, but y'all were not y'all didn't even address it. And I'm just like, what are we watching? And then, don't get me wrong, shout out to AD and Ali. I love them, but they used their situation to give us something, because how this reunion was so boring that they need AD and Ali to give them those views, because it was boring. Even the only couple that got married, they didn't even get the flowers. They didn't even get the attention. They didn't even get, you asked them first out of everybody. And I just did not like that. Like, another thing too, that was such a big thing the entire season, Dave and his sister. How come did y'all invite the sister? Because that's all we wanted to see, because he was speaking so highly of his sister. I even said in a video, in a reaction video, I said, I would love to see what his sister looks like. Y'all didn't ask did y'all ask about that? Y'all only asked what does his sister think after this entire experience. We don't care what the sister think. We wanted to maybe get a video from her if she didn't want to come on the show. Like, I don't know, like this I feel like they And then another thing too, when they were doing the top 5 moment of the Love is Blind based on viewers' votes, and Lauren and Cameron were number 2. Like, after the video stops, I thought they were gonna say, "Oh, shout out to our first married couple on the show who are still married." Blah blah. Nothing. Went straight to the show. It's like, and then who asked for that performance? Who asked for it? Did the viewers ask for it? Cause shout out to the guy. I thought it was a good performance, but we did not need that. We could have done without that performance and asked more questions. What we needed answers to. Like, Sarah, did you get down to the bottom of the whole TikTok situation? Also, that's another thing too. Sarah, I feel like Sarah was so upset that she was so mad at Ben's views on LGBT community, on human rights and all of that things, which are good things to be upset at. But the real issues that everyone could look at and see as a red flag, the TikTok situation, him not being honest, him not really fully being honest with you. You didn't get to the bottom of none of that. But then you were so worried about him accepting your sister. I think it was even Jessie Woo. Jessie Woo said that. Jessie Woo said Sarah was so focused on Ben accepting his sister, but you're not focused on the red flags in the relationship. You're not focused on the red flags in the relationship. Like, you didn't even ask this man what type of father he's going to be. Like, you didn't even ask him, like, how many kids y'all want? What does your family dynamic looks like? Did y'all even talk about money? Did y'all even talk about longevity for family? None of that. But anyways, y'all, that's all. Those are all the things that I have to say about this reunion. I don't know. I don't have any more hope for any more Love is Blind seasons because it kept getting worse and worse and worse. But anyways, thank y'all for supporting the channel. I would see y'all in another video. Bye.